Hi there, I hope you're having a great day. So, in this video we're gonna be talking about Valentine's Day, its origin, and I hope this video is useful so you can have some words, expressions for English learning. Este video espero que les sea útil para aprender un poquito del inglés y de San Valentín al mismo tiempo, su historia, origen, etcétera, etcétera. So, let's get started. Okay, so, according with Britannica's website, de acuerdo con el sitio web de Britannica, this celebration has origin in Lupercalia, an ancient Roman festival that was conducted annually on February 15 under the superintendence of a corporation of priests called Luperci. The origins of the festival are obscure, although they are likely derivation of its name from lupus, yeah, like Dr. House, leading wolf, has variously suggested connection with an ancient deity who protected herds from wolves and with the legendary she-wolf who nursed Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome, as the Fulturite. The festival is also associated with the god Furnace. Each Lupercalia began with the sacrifice by the Luperci of goats and a dog. Okay, after which two of the Luperci were led to the altar. Their foreheads were touched with a bloody knife, and their blood was wiped off with wool-dyed milk. Gosh, and I thought soccer matches were violent. The ritual required that the two young men laugh. The sacrificial feast followed, after which the Luperci cut thongs from the skins of the sacrificial animals and ran in two bands around the Palatine Hill, striking with the thongs at any woman who came near them. A blow from the tongue was supposed to render a woman fertile. Something important here is that, to be honest, what we know may not be exactly what this ritual was and meant due to history's interpretation in modern age. I mean, look this! This looks savage, while this other representation looks less insane. In 1494 CE, the Christian Church under Pope Gelasius I forbade participation in the festival. Tradition holds that he appropriated the form of the rite as the Feast of the Purification, the Candlemas, celebrated on February 2nd. But it is likely that the Christian feast was established in the previous century. It has also been alternately suggested that Pope Gelasius I replaced Lupercalia with St. Valentine's Day, celebrated on February 13, but the origin of that holiday was likely much later. Even though there were various Christian martyrs named Valentine, the day may took its name from a priest who was martyred about 270 CE by the emperors Claudius II Gothicus. According to legend, the priest signed a letter from your Valentine, so his jailer's daughter, whom he had befriended and, by some account, healed from blindness. Other accounts say that it was St. Valentine's of Tournai, a bishop, for whom the holiday was named. So it is possible that the two saints were actually the same guy. Another common legend states that St. Valentine's defied the emperor's orders and secretly married couples to spare their husbands from war. This is the reason why his feast day is associated with love. Hey, they say this generation doesn't marry anymore. Say that to those Roman soldiers whose marriages were forbidden. Okay now, so St. Valentine died 3rd century, Rome, feast day of February 13. Although the Roman Catholic Church continues to recognize St. Valentine as a saint, he was removed from the general Roman calendar in 1969, of the lack of reliable information about it. We are not sure if he really existed. I bet you didn't know he's not only the patron saint of lovers, but people with epilepsy and beekeepers too. Cupid, on the other hand, started as a Roman god of love. To be honest, at first I thought that he and others were the same dude. Then Cupid spiked her up so Mans could have an image to get obsessed with. The day is popular in the United States, as well as in Britain, Canada, and Australia. It is also celebrated in other countries including Argentina, France, Mexico, and South Korea. In the Philippines, it is the most common wedding anniversary, and mass weddings of hundreds of couples are not uncommon on that day. Please, Philippine bros, confirm if this is true. The holiday has expanded to expressions of affection among relatives and friends. Many school children exchange Valentines with one another on this date. So there you go. This is the origin of St. Valentine's Day nowadays. Remember, you're also worthy of love. It is okay if you have a couple, it is okay if not. You are incredible. And I hope this video helped you to understand a little bit of its history and to know a little bit more of English. Why not? So, hope to see you soon. Bye bye.